Now, going over to the political part podcast, you have Biden vacation statistics going viral because, yeah, he's a pretty darn lazy, even for a politician, which is saying something. Now, this comes to us thanks to End Wokeness on X, and she says, quote, "Holy crap, Biden took 570 vacation days so far during his presidency, 40% of his entire term." Wow. 570 days. What a lazy piece of shit. 570? I mean, that's just insane. Now, granted, I have my little bias since I'm an entrepreneur. I've not taken a vacation day in over 7 years since I started my companies. But I understand most people have salaries and, most people take days off. But yeah, 570, 40% of his entire presidency. Wow. This is also credited to Fox News, apparently.
This guy is different. Joe Biden, he has spent 570 days on vacation the last 4 years. Get out your calculator, America. That is 40% of his presidency. That means 4 out of every 10 days, for those of you who aren't good at math, Joe Biden has spent on a beach or otherwise at some form of not working.
Wow. Now, ironically, if that was 100%, he would probably have a better legacy in terms of his performance because, again, a lot of the policies that Trump set up, they're working pretty damn well in terms of the border being secure, the economy getting better. And yet Biden repealed pretty much everything Trump did and, yeah, called us 40-year hyperinflation with, ironically, the Inflation Reduction Act and opened up the border, 11 plus million illegals, causing families to literally die because some of those illegals are, well, not just criminal in terms of crossing the border, but also criminals in terms of abusing women, as well as taking people's lives in murder. And so, yeah, if he didn't touch any of Trump's policies, I think Biden would be remembered in a much better light. And yet, yeah, I think a lot of people are saying even Jimmy Carter was a better president, which, yeah, that's saying something. And this did not go as viral as I thought, perhaps because everyone knows that Biden really doesn't work that much. It's just, his cronies doing most of the things. But yeah, I got about 575,000 views as well as 16,000 likes. One of the first comments, I'm a little biased. I think this particular comment comes from someone who's handsome and brilliant. Me, hashtag The Topping Show on X, which I say, quote, "Funny enough, he would have done less damage to America if we just stayed in the beach 100% of the time." Got 4 likes. Based Electrician, which A+ for marketing, you know exactly what he's doing. He says, quote, "Biden's entire presidency was a vacation when our nation was in dire need of true leadership." And that got 34 likes, this picture of Joe Biden on the beach, which, yeah, and I'll never forget, Biden could not even apparently pick up those aluminum beach chairs, which, again, I'm not saying you need to be a bodybuilder to be a president or a leader, but if you're so weak, no, not just mentally, but also physically, you can't pick up one of those lightweight aluminum, or as, our British friends would say aluminium, which is wrong. But if you can't even pick up that chair, yeah, it doesn't bode well for the barometer of your health. Yeah, and yeah, I can't remember the one time Russia didn't expand their landmass was when Trump was in office, which hilariously, ironically said, Trump is in bed with Putin. The one time Russia didn't expand was when Trump was in office. They did it when Obama was in office. And they paused with Trump, then they expanded their landmass when Biden's in office. Yeah, we also have Paul Zupa saying, quote, "Biden is the laziest president in history, getting 69 likes." Planet of Memes, though no meme, a little disappointed, says, quote, "America is owed a refund," getting 77 likes. Cash Loren says, "Who's running our country the rest of the time," getting 17 likes, which, well, many would argue the deep state, aka the career bureaucrats who were not elected and just are in government for decades upon decades, getting paid lots of money to debatably do barely anything. Well, not very many things well. You also have anti-woke memes saying, quote, "Some of Joe Biden's biggest accomplishments." And he breaks it down with a little, what is this? Not a GIF, a little infographic there. And it says, quote, "Historic inflation, botched Afghanistan withdrawal, new record prices for gas in all 50 states, lowest test scores among K-12 students in decades, higher vacation rate than any other president in history, 7+2 million illegals crossing the border amid worst border crisis on record, prolonged supply chain shortages, strategic petroleum reserve at historic low," which, yeah, I remember we tried to lower gas prices by using our emergency gas reserves for, he used it for the midterms. He also had record personal credit card debt in the United States, which for the first time in U.S. history has passed $1 trillion for consumer credit card debt. Also record homicide rates in major U.S. cities, return to energy dependence, and sky-high energy bills, which, Yeah, was it first time in 60 years the U.S. was actually energy independent when Trump was in office? Because I was gonna say fracking was all the rage. We were making so much oil, we were exporting. Yeah, first time we're energy independent in like 60 years. And gas was so cheap, and Democrats go, we can't have that. Got to be dependent on all the other countries, and got to buy oil for countries that actually don't like working with us and don't have the same core values. And also weaponization of federal government against political opponents, which, yep, historic lawfare. That got 81 likes. Scroll down more and more. You have Jamie's say, quote, because he's not running the show, so he's a lot of time in his hands. It's an AI picture of actually Obama at the presidential desk, and then Biden just playing with, what was it, the Crayola markers, coloring in stuff, which I'm surprised there's no readers added context, because I don't think Biden actually has the dexterity nor the intellect to color within the lines on one of those coloring books. I think he'd probably, skew a little bit, but nevertheless, I did get 96 likes. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, record number of vacation days. And also, people forget about Trump. He's the first president in my lifetime where Trump actually didn't take a salary. Biden, was it $400,000 or $450,000 per year for Biden's salary? Now, if you're Biden's boss, which again, I guess technically we are because we're taxpayers and we all vote and we're legal citizens. Well, I guess we have international viewers here, which especially want to hear your content or rather your opinion as well. But yeah, do you think Joe Biden deserves a pay raise or actually no, he deserves to be laid off, which is why his party pushed him out, but we also voted for someone else in the presidential election. So, yep. I was gonna say, can you imagine making $400,000+ per year in over 5 years? 40% just don't even show up all the time. Yeah, can't help but think. Yeah, most people, that's probably not fathomable, and yet our taxpayers paid for that. Ridiculous. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.